Good morning again. I'm back to cooking, and welcome to Trev's Cooking on a Narrowboat. Well, all the voting's over, the poll I carried out, and what came out on top, very close run though, between continuing with English classics or doing soups. Well, soups came out on top just by about 2 votes, I believe, was the difference. So, what are we going to make today? I'm going to make a very simple soup today to start off with. One you can all make, very tasty, very quick, very easy. So let's see what we're going to cook. So here we have the ingredients. As I say, very simple soup today, leek potato. We have 1 large leek, 3 fairly large potatoes, and a pint of double cream. Besides that, it will only be seasoning going into my leek and potato soup. So let's get on with it. On the stove here, I have my saucepan, which I've about 1/3 filled with water. And we're going to add about a teaspoonful of sea salt. In it goes. The potatoes are washed. I'm going to leave the skins on them. There's a bit there I don't like though. That can come off. And I'm going to dice them up with the skins on. I'm going to leave the skins on. Any goodness in the potato is just under the skin. I'm going to dice them up fairly small so they'll cook quicker. Don't waste gas cooking them, and put them in the water. There we have it. The potatoes are in the saucepan. Let's turn the gas on. I'm going to let the potatoes come to the boil before I add the leek, but we can prep the leek up ready. Don't want that bit. And we're going to take the end off the leek. And I'm going to cut the leek, split it down the middle. Like so. And then the middle again. So basically we've got quartered leeks. Making the pieces smaller will aid when I try to blend it down later. So I'm going to cut the leek up fairly small. And as they get up towards what was in the green end, I'll just check it's not dirty in there. I did wash it, but sometimes you get a little bit of dirt left behind. Looks good. We don't need crunchy soup. So we'll wait now for the potatoes to come to the boil, and we'll come back to it. Well, I did forget to tell you, because my brain is old and decrepit and it forgets things sometimes. I'm also going to put into it 1 medium onion diced up. It just helps to enhance the oniony sort of leek flavour. The potatoes here have just come to the boil. Just about get both in shot here, I think. Potatoes are boiling. I'm now going to add the leeks and the onion. I want the potatoes to have a little bit longer cooking. That's why I brought them to the boil. So I'm going to add the leeks anyway and the onion. If you want it more leaky or whatever, you can always add more leeks. I do have another big leek, but I decided I don't really need any more than that. There's going to be enough soup here when this is made, probably for 4 people at least. And I can't eat soup every day of the week. I'm not actually a big soup eater to start off with. So I'm just going to grab a wooden spoon. 1 wooden spoon. I'm just going to make sure that's all dunked in the water. Just going to stir it in with the potatoes a bit. I'm going to bring that back to the boil and leave this simmer for about 2 minutes. Then I'm going to turn the heat off and just leave it in there in the hot water to cook on its own for about another 5 to 8 minutes, depending on how long the potatoes take to get soft. We'll just come back to the boil. I've just turned it down so it's actually gone to a simmer now. I didn't want it boiling all over my stove. Just going to check the potatoes there. You shove a knife in the potato, you can feel how hard it is. And if that was really cooked, that would have fallen straight off rather than taking some time to fall off the knife. So we're going to simmer that away now for about 2 minutes, and then we're going to turn the heat off. It's been simmering away now for about 2 minutes. I'm going to give them a couple more minutes. We're going to turn the heat off, leave the lid on, and leave it now for about 5 minutes. The leeks completely cook and the potatoes completely cook without boiling too much water into them. It's been standing now for about 5 or 6 minutes. I'm going to take the lid off. And I'm going to strain it through a colander, and I'm going to keep the water at the moment in my bowl. I put it into the bowl because I want to keep the liquor at the moment. I may want some of that later. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pour that liquid now back into the saucepan because I might want it for later. I use this bowl because that's the bowl I'm going to use to make my soup in. Doesn't matter, it's got some of the flavour of that in there. So we'll take our vegetables now and put it into our bowl, like so. I'll let it cool down a fraction. I'll take my cream. Now you can use milk and you can use water, but this is a rich, hearty dish I'm making, so I've used double cream. You can use single cream or whipping cream. It's more likely to split, hitting the hot vegetables. Double cream shouldn't. I'm going to put about 90% of this cream in here. Well, I'll keep a little bit for later. Take my stick blender. I'm going to need some more liquid in there, definitely. So I'm going to add some now. I'm going to pulverise away. This is why I put it into a large bowl, because it's less like this splatter everywhere. If you've got this small bowl, you'll probably be wearing it as well. Now it's definitely too thick, so I'm going to add a little bit more liquid. I want a hearty soup, not a rock cake. Now you may be able to see a few sort of speckles of the skin in there from the potatoes. I don't mind that. I wanted the goodness of the potato in it. If you're doing this for a restaurant, perhaps you'd want to skin your potatoes first. Now I'm going to add some ground white pepper, about half a teaspoonful. I'm using ground white pepper so you don't get little black bits in the soup. And I like pepper. Now to mix that in. Now for the taste test. This is just a little taste test here at the moment. I just want to check the seasoning. So I'm just going to get a little bit on the spoon. I think it needs just a touch more salt. Grab some salt. That's just about how I wanted it. Perfect consistency. Let's put some in a bowl. So here we go. Let's dish some up. You could, of course, if you wanted it hotter, put this back in the saucepan and heat it back through. It's warm enough for me. And if you want it pretty, a little bit of parsley. And that's why we saved a little cream. A dribble of cream over the top. There's one thing about buying an ex-hire boat. It came with everything, including soup spoons. Well, even if I say so myself, that's not bad. Let's have some more. The leeks, potatoes and the onion actually taste all three. And adding that double cream to it just makes it so rich. I think that would be a great one to serve with any meal. Well, if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe and hit the little bell notification button so that way YouTube will notify you every time I upload a new video. That just leaves me to say thank you very much for watching. Trevor out.